Why do you do this?
What?
This job?
It's the way these people look at you. Like they've been waiting for you their whole lives.
It was one of the most eye-opening experiences I've had in my career. The screenplay that Hikari wrote with Stephen Blood, and I found it very touching and informative.
Sometimes all we need is someone to look us in the eye and remind us we exist.
Rental Family is about an American actor who's been living in Tokyo for the last 7 years, and by accident starts working for this rental family company.
In Tokyo, you can rent just about anything, and the family is really no exception.
What do you think we do?
You sell people.
No. We sell emotion.
Oh, how?
We play roles in the clients' lives. Could be anybody from their life or feeling they once had. This girl needs a father.
And that sounds out of the ordinary to most of us. But when you look a little bit closer, you see that it actually serves a purpose that's beyond what you might think. Hi, Mia. I'm your father.
I'm your father.
Hello, Mia. I'm your father.
I hate you.
She hates me.
It's what being a parent is.
On the Red Carpet presents Rental Family.
Around 2019, my co-writer Steven was looking for a random job for an American to do in Japan, and he found out about this rental family business. He was like, "Do you know anything about it?" And I said, "I actually don't." And I'm Japanese, and I did not know. I did research, and I found out there's like about 300 companies that exist in Japan.
We've interviewed real people who are doing similar things. It is a lot more legit and sound of a business than I initially thought.
People are simply searching for a genuine connection, even though they're paying for the connection. And through their time together, both clients and surrogates discover unexpected friendships.
I depicted loneliness that a lot of people carry in their heart.
Well, we could just get a therapist.
It's not that easy here. Mental health issues are stigmatized in this country. So people have to turn to other things, like us.
Living in a big city like Tokyo, it's so easy to feel isolated and lonely. And if you don't have friends, a partner, or family close by, you just want to be friends with somebody. It's easier to hire companions and have them spend some time with you.
When you feel that emotion,
Hey, kanpai.
although it is staged, you experience things that otherwise you wouldn't.
Phillip is basically an out-of-work actor. He meets Tada, the owner of a rental family agency. He gives him his card and says, "Come by. Maybe I could use you."
What I'm offering here is a chance to play roles with a real meaning.
What do you need me for?
We need a token white guy.
When I first talked to Hikari, she wanted to show many faces, many different aspects of Tada. He may first appear as almost like a con man or some sleazy businessman who sells emotions. People are willing to take a leap. The actor, the surrogate. You don't have to be that person. You just have to help clients connect to what's missing. Or modern savior in a broken society. So, multidimensional person, and I was immediately drawn to that.
Every character Phillip meets kind of fill the needs of what he's looking for individually. Tada becomes his brother.
おかえり。どう仕事慣れてきた?
What's growing on me?
You're good at it.
Thank you.
Aiko becomes his best friend.
Aiko, she goes the extra mile for her clients because that's who she is and she can't help it. Hey,
What are you doing?
this is not a lie. It's an opportunity. If you don't go through with this, you will ruin her life. But Phillip, he's also like that. That makes her think, oh, you didn't come here with like a romanticized notion of what this country is. Like you really want to be a part of it. And that changes her mind about her initial reaction to him.
You're right, I am Gaijin, but Japan is my home now. And I want to try to understand.
扉が閉まります。ご注意ください。Picking location was very important for me. You can't shoot anywhere else. I mean, this is story in Tokyo. The city is chaotic. There's an energy and there's serenity. It's a melting pot of everything, from people to buildings to food culture, technology, the traditions. Everything exists in Tokyo.
Hikari spent a lot of time thinking about and talking about how she wanted the movie to look and feel authentic to Japan, not deviating from that, but leaning into that. And so how do you approach the movie so that at times you feel that kind of loud, frenetic, high energy Japan? And then at other times you feel quiet, peaceful. There was this idea of like trying to capture all of those things and doing it in a way that honored Japan.
The sequence of him looking out of the balcony onto the other apartments, Hikari really established that through the visual language. Like these people who are all living their individual lives and sort of like metaphorically are in these boxes. You know, it speaks to sort of life in Tokyo where it's very busy and bustling outside, but then everyone goes home to sort of these small apartments where they feel maybe a little bit isolated, even though we're all technically so close to each other.
He is, in a way, lost where he's at in life. I think deep down, Phillip has been looking for connection with other people.
I made it.
Phillip. フィリップ。OK。これで最後です。
I was looking for that perfect actor. I was invited to a screening of Whale, and I was just like, wow, Brandon is so amazing. When I saw him and how kind he was and how charming he was, I just felt it in my gut. I was like, oh, here's my Phillip.
For Hikari, Brendan was the #1 choice.
Brendan brought such vulnerability and emotional depth through his performance and what it was necessarily for Phillip's journey.
Phillip, he's lonely and he's looking for meaning and companionship. I think that reads on Brendan's face in a way that doesn't take a lot of words. And I think that people find that very relatable.
He brings kindness to that character. I have a tremendous respect and admiration for him.
I love the aspect of making discoveries in characters who have not experienced something until they do it for the first time and you meet them while they're doing it.
Brendan speaks a lot of Japanese in this movie, and he actually never really spoke Japanese ever. He could say arigato or something like that, very small words.
Sumimasen, biru to ramen. How much?
When I spoke to Brendan, like, you have to act like you've been here for 7 years, and you don't have to speak perfectly, but I love you to speak just a little bit enough. And he was like, I'm in.
I had to knuckle down and study with a tutor. I had to put my thinking cap on. John Conway to moshimasu. Hasegawa Kiko-san no interview ni marimashita.
He likes to know every single meaning of what he's saying. Japanese grammar is totally opposite from the English one. So I have to tell him this word meaning this. And now he knows exactly what he's saying, so it helps to deliver the line.
And it became a lot easier once I actually went to Japan. Once you arrive in a place, it's less about thinking and more about doing. It felt a lot easier for me to take the dialogue from the page to spoken word and have a sense of authenticity about it, rather than just sort of parroting lines that I'd learned. I might spend enough time wandering the streets with my pocket translator, trying to talk to anybody who would make best efforts to communicate with me.
He's exactly what you hope he would be, kind and generous to everybody. Acting with him is like really knowing that somebody's going to catch you if you fall.
I'm probably the last person you should ask for advice from, but if you ever need someone to talk to.
His presence can bring out the best in people.
The way he is and how he is and who he is, it just really is Phillip, and I'm so glad he's playing my boy.
This is a really impressive collection.
Do you play?
No, I don't, unfortunately. But I admire my father. He played bass.
即興コードチェンジ流れジャズアダプテーションが全てだ
Never thought of it that way before. Phillip is hired to become acquainted with Kiko-san, a long-forgotten but once treasured actor. And of course, their relationship percolates and they become friends.
Everybody knows Kiko Hasegawa is, and he's a very famous actor who just recently started having a dementia. And I always wonder, how would that be? How did that feel? You've been working as an actor for so many decades, and one day you just blink. Well, today's day 16. We're shooting over at the Kiko's house. I feel like it's so incredible. He's so fun. So he just come up with some crazy stuff, and we just keep adding the scene, and next thing you know, the movie's gonna be 3 hours long.
Akita-san, he's a genuine article.
He brings the history, and he really elevates what does it mean to be Japanese, what does it mean to be an actor.
You know, England has Ian McKellen and Japan has Akira Yamamoto-san. Someone who is respected and accomplished and has an obligation to themselves to work from a place of authenticity and really walks the walk.
太陽、大地、自然、海、すべてに神様が宿ってる。
I felt like for a moment I was part of a long-standing tradition of performing to work alongside him.
That was very special. And his performance is just, oh, so incredible. And that make me cry just thinking about it.
Do you have a favorite scene of the film?
So hard to say.
Hikari drew from aspects of her own life, her own journey of coming to the United States. The screenplay reflects the experiences that she had of feelings of her own family from back home in Japan and the new family that she was making in the United States.
I was born in Osaka, Japan, raised by a single mother. When I was 18, I moved to America as an exchange student in Utah. While I was the only Asian girl in the classroom, friends I met made me realize that the family can be built from the community we create. So I flipped the idea. What would it be like for a foreigner to be living in Tokyo, in a place where culture is so different, but still he forms a found family? There's a beauty in both, I find. After I start making films, I start coming back to Japan more, and it's just always such a treat to be back and to tell a story that is very unique, that only exists in Japan.
Hikari is very detail-oriented, relentless, tenacious. She doesn't do a lot of takes, but she prepares a lot. She's always looking for things to improve in a scene.
She was the captain of the ship, and we were always so taken aback by the way she wanted to tell the story, her boldness, her ability to power through anything and everything.
You have a feeling of it not being rushed. There's authenticity to it. She has talent for extracting performances from actors and doing it with sincerity.
She's so rooted in her hometown of Osaka, which is known for comedy. And sometimes she gives directions like Osaka no bacha mitai ni yatte, meaning do it as middle-aged woman in Osaka would do. I was like, what does that mean?
Her name means light, and she literally is that. She really does operate from a place of love and light, and that's what her set is like. I felt like I can take risks. I'm not afraid of failing.
She's a creator who has a strong intuition of the human condition, and to do that with sincerity.
And then you kind of like give him a, grab a hug, just to hug him.
Cool.
I always think about how can I make this world a better place, right? How can I, as a director, provide something to the world and to the audience so the individual person who watches this movie can be either positive or have a different perspective in life, or how to respect and love one another, even though they are complete strangers. If people can understand each other, even though they come from a different culture or look different, I think that's really one way to make this world a better place. The movie is being scored by Yonsei from Sigur Rós and Alex Summers, both incredible artists. When they said, well, maybe Yonsei and Alex can do it together. I was like, is that possible? That's like winning a lottery here.
We don't need to talk a lot because we've been working together for over 20 years. So one person starts something and the other one hears something and we play with it. We kind of complete each other's musical sentences.
What is this chopsticks for?
Because then you can get nice...
Oh, like a drone?
Yeah, you can get nice drones that you couldn't do.
But this was the first score we've done together in a decade. I basically said, here's my movie. I have temp scores. Don't worry about the temp score. Please just create whatever you think it's good.
Hikari wanted themes that would represent Phillip and his character arc through the film. In the first half of the movie, there's more lo-fi, funny sounds like the mellotron. At the beginning, he has very little self-esteem, so we have sampler instruments from 60 years ago. They sound very unstable and charming and kind of wobbly. It felt very Phillip. The next cues when we meet Mia were maybe the hardest in the movie.
He meets an 8-year-old girl, and Phillip is hired to play the father role so that she actually really connects with him.
It was this really difficult line to find something that was light, but still kind of serious.
Can you be his dad too?
Of course.
We also made a Kiko journeying to his hometown theme. It's pretty sparse and patient and has a lot of heart. It feels really cool that in this movie we could do more sonic stuff. We tried to be really experimental and soundscapey with the various samplers we used.
And you had the Optigon, right? Like a thin record.
That's been a really central instrument in this score, which is an unusual instrument called the Optigon. It's a very cool instrument. It's a small organ, and it's a sampler which was made by Mattel in the 1970s. The way, when you press the keys, the sound you're getting is actually from these vinyls that are made out of flimsy plastic, and they sound utterly crusty, and we love that kind of sound.
Play the keyboard and change the tone and...
I'd say a third of the music we wrote for the film. We would mess around with the Optigon until we found a cool sound or texture or loop or chord progression, and then we built up a piece around it. Through the movie, the palette gets a little more confident and a little more established and is a little less rickety. The feeling that they both created, it's never always pitch perfect, but there's that journey that we feel, we sense it. I was always I want to feel it, It
was a small, intimate group, but they wanted the input. They wanted to know what you were feeling.
And we kind of got to work closely with them, which is the product of how Hikari works, which is she brings everyone into the tent.
We're literally sitting in a room that's half the size, and we're hearing something, and they're looking at our faces. And they're honing in, and they can just look at you and tell. And, it's I don't want to say they look inside your soul, but it kind of feels like they do.
Both Yonsei and Alex, they sing, and actually I have a little part in singing, which I'm so happy that they're even allow me to sing with them.
So we've written a piece for the film, and we had a nice melodic line that we arranged for strings, and then after Hikari shared with us that she grew up singing in choirs, we thought it would be a really nice touch to arrange a little choir moment, and we're just keeping it nice and in the family. So 3 of us are that choir today, and we're just arranging a simple, 3-part harmony.
レンタルファミリーです。
はい、レンタルファミリーです。あ、はい、お名前をお伺いしてもよろしいですか？
The movie is about finding human connection, but I'm really hoping that the audience will find a deeper meaning. Finding who we are, what we are capable of.
No matter what other people say, you just always go with your gut. And even though we may go through something harder than what you expected, but because you went with your gut, there's never is a mistake.
There's authenticity to it. His character goes through transformations at several points in how he sees himself or how he imagines or dreams himself to be.
It's about lost souls trying to find their way home, but ended up somewhere else.
I want you to know how proud I am of you.
I love stories that really squeeze your heart in a way, and this definitely had that effect on me. Everybody was going through some kind of a loss, a grieving process, and it was a story about people trying to figure out how to keep going despite all of the losses that they endure. It has so much heart and humor, and it gave me hope.
My hope is the same as everyone's, that it'll change you a little bit, that it will warm your heart. It will make you feel like family is really who we include rather than who we're assigned to. And the Rental Family Agency gives everyone that chance.